Well, good morning. It is a beautiful Wednesday morning, and I wanted to kind of share with you this plant right here is called mallow, and it is absolutely amazingly healthy for you. Another term, old term would be wild okra, and I usually gather those in the morning and put them in with my potatoes for breakfast. Fried potatoes and onions and peppers and all that good stuff, a little cayenne pepper. So that's normally what I do. We eat our vitamins. I also like coming out this time of year barefooted, and it just de-stresses. It feels good to walk in the dew, the damp grass, and the softness of it. And I'm taking you someplace kind of strange. I want you to see this. Do you see this beautiful mess? Can you see that? This is at the woodland area of our property. As you can see, woods everywhere. But right in this area here, I didn't plant this. The birds and animals that were previously here, and the good Lord planted this garden for me. The deer took after these tomato plants, but they decided to leave the tomato plants alone. Now I'm barefooted walking through here, so bear with me. Yes, there's a little bit of poison oak. They decided to leave the tomato plants alone. They prefer lamb's quarter. They've chomped this one down. It's growing back up. Now, lamb's quarter is, another name for it is wild spinach. And I do gather plenty of this up. And I love it cooked in either avocado oil, mainly because there's not a lot of flavor. It's not as strong flavor as olive oil. And with some red onions out of the garden and olives and some cherry tomatoes. And we'll fry that up, and it is an amazing treat. My husband, Ernie, he does not like spinach, but he'll eat his weight in that. Chock full of good stuff for you and vitamins. Looky there. The first tomato I've seen so far. And that's where the deer have chomped this off. So, the deer prefers lamb quarter, wild spinach, over your tomato plants. Isn't that new? I didn't know that. Learn something new every day. All this right here feeds my chickens and my rabbits very well. I didn't know what was coming up. And yesterday, the flowers finally started producing fruit. I'm barefooted. Would you looky here? Oh, there's a bee in there. There's another one coming over there. Another tomato plant. The deer was chomping, and Ernie did put an old wire, whatever you call it, around that tomato plant, but we will see. Now, one of the things I've noticed in here, there it is, look, do you see it? Is it's not eat up with bugs, like in a regular garden. So they seem to be taking care of themselves. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. Look at the flower. See the bee? When I say that we prefer to eat from the Lord's table instead of man's, now you see what I'm talking about. We didn't plant this garden. We didn't fertilize this garden. We did nothing. Nothing. And it's well taken care of on its own. And it feeds our animals, and it'll feed us. Pretty nice. I'm letting the tomatoes and that go. What do you think? Now, in my own garden that beautiful mess. We've already harvested all of our corn. The sunflowers we planted to help heal the soil, they are my beautiful messes, and I am learning with the rest of the world how to go back to the way we're supposed to live as humans, how we're to be gardeners of this earth, and dominion over it, be gardeners. Watch over and care for it. But do you see how the weeds just absolutely took over? No, this is not good weeds. But this little garden has produced, and there's another new one coming, quite a bit of food for us. The deer ravished the tomatoes. We had to put something around it. It was manicured. I think next year, oh, there's another bee up there. Next year we're going to do the teepees for all of our squashes, watermelons, cucumbers, and that. We've got our biggest yield out of the ones that are raised. And there's more flowers from it, but look at this. There's cucumbers in there. It has been a lot of work, and honestly, way too much work to have a pristine garden. We're just not doing this next year. We're gonna do it more to a natural way. That guy, he grew up on his own. We didn't plant him. He's way off from the others. But we're kind of happy about these guys. Don't see anything else in there. But look at all the flowers. I did order ladybugs, and they did not. I guess there's been a supply chain break. So, and since I refuse chemicals, there's nothing we can really do about the aphids but try to catch them. There's another lamb's quarter. Yeah, that's breakfast. Let's get some of those. I don't know how your gardens are doing. Mine's a beautiful mess, but man, is it producing food. So much food. Brought those up from seeds. Look, there's a bee. And by the way, guys, I am seriously deathly allergic to bees, but they're our friends. They don't bother me, and I don't bother them. More beans coming in. See, I gotta be careful because I'm barefooted. And I know I can't take a sting. Attacks my heart. There's another bee. Causes my heart to harden. Ernie wouldn't be able to get me to the hospital fast enough, so I am careful. Alrighty, I'm going to let you go. I've got some oregano, some rosemary, a little bit of mint, and plenty of sage that I want to pick to give as a gift. I was invited to a group meeting today over in Lewisburg, and dealing with nutrition and food sources and your vitamins and how to live a healthier life, and I want to take a gift. So, I'm going to let you go. Now that you see my beautiful mess, not very pretty, is it? By the world standards. But by my standards, it's absolutely amazing. And we are in abundance. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.